Working Class Beer Reviews is looking at Natural Light. Yes, Natural Light, one of the most economic beers that Anheuser-Busch InBev makes. Very working class. To start off, you know what? I've been always talking about the beer and then pouring it and letting it set up. I'm going to go ahead and pour it. This is a 16-ounce can, pint can. 6-pack of these. I got them at Dollar General before, around $4.99 a 6-pack. At Walmart, about $5.50 a 6-pack. I'm going to church key it like I typically do. I've got this, you've seen me use this Pilsner lager glass a lot. Gave it a nice clean. Hopefully it'll hold up well with the pour. Got a nice aggressive pour there as I want to air out the beer, let it breathe, and hopefully it'll express well. I'm going to start off with Tap Into Your Beer, which is Anheuser-Busch InBev's website for all their beers they carry, and tells you about the statistics and ingredients and whatnot. 4.2% alcohol. Calories, 95 calories, 3.2 carbohydrates. So this is a low carb, fairly low calorie beer, low carb beer. So if you're one of those that you enjoy Michelob Ultra, but you can't really afford it all the time, this is a nice alternative to it. See, ingredients, it says water, of course, corn syrup, which would be the dextrose syrup, barley malt, rice, so it has corn and rice in it, hops, hop extract, that is a thing, malt extract, which would be for barley malt. So it's another one of those, kind of like Busch, it's got a little bit of everything. Busch does not have rice in it though, this has rice. And then we'll switch over here to the Wikipedia page. It's pretty informative actually. Introduced July 31st, 1977. It was called Anheuser-Busch Natural Light. It was one of their first light beers. The brand became widely distributed, followed by Michelob Light and Bud Light, respectively. Michelob Light introduced in 1978 and Bud Light introduced in 1981. Bud Light was originally called Budweiser Light. So when Budweiser Light came out, they had taken Natural Light from the premium level. It was on par with Budweiser, and moved it down to a more economical setting. It says it was reformulated. I don't know. I'm not going to check the sources on this, so take it with a grain of salt. Reformulated to have a similar taste but fewer calories. So they made actually lower calories after they had taken it down a notch. So yeah, I mean, that's, if you, also I wanted to show you, I found this online. When it first started out, it was, like I said, it was on par with Budweiser. I don't know if you can see this or not. It came in a cool curved bottle, a lot like the way Michelob used to, and it had the shroud and everything on top. This one shows it already open and poured. Hopefully that comes through well. And I thought that was pretty neat. And if you buy them now in bottles, they actually come in the stubby bottles the way the Budweiser Reserves come in. So they still give it a good amount of respect for what it is, and you know, the history that it has behind it and all. So we can look at this beer here, and it's receded, the head is receded. It's still got about a finger of head, even though this time we've been talking. Let's get a little top off here. You know, you may have watched my Busch video and saw that I didn't get super excited about this, but this to me is on par with Busch. To me, it may be a little bit better because it's actually cheaper. You know, this competes with Keystone Light, Milwaukee's Best Light. They make a natural light. They used to make a regular natural lager, I think, at one point in time, but it didn't sell, and there's no need for it because they've already filled that gap with Busch beer and all that stuff. This is higher ABV than Busch Light. They make a natural ice. They make a Natty Daddy, which is 8%, which was up there by around the hurricane strength. They also have a Natter Days, which is like a strawberry lemonade, something like a summer type beer, flavored, fruit flavored Natural Light. And now they have a seltzer line out too. The Aloha Beaches, and they have coming out with new flavors. Bud Light's come out with seltzer. That's all the rage right now, is the low carb, low calorie type drinks for the people that do the diets, especially like the keto diet and things like that. So anyway, so what are we getting out of this? I'm doing this during the day. Finally got off at a decent hour. It is clear, super clear, straw colored. I got a little bit of light over here. Yeah, very straw colored. Still some bubbles rising up to the top. The head hasn't completely dissipated, and it's leaving a nice little ring over the top. So it's clean. It looks refreshing. It looks like something you would enjoy any time of year. Let's give it a smell. It's very faint. Very faint in the smell, which is what I expected. You get a light grain smell, mostly like watery. It's very watery smelling, very, you know, so. But what do you expect for a light American light beer? I guess I had it on both sides there. I do like these pint cans. I feel like I'm getting a good serving out of this. So let's give it a taste. Oh, it's cold. I want to give a shout out to the Wannabe Critic, Gabriel Fast. He did a review on this beer. Him and his wife, Emma, did a review on this beer. He has a little side project within the Wannabe Critic called Beer Bros. So Gabe and Emma, I really enjoyed your guys' review of this. They also did the Natter Days together. He made the comment that it almost tastes better out of a can than in a glass. And I think that's fair. I don't say that it tastes better. I just don't think there's a whole lot of difference. As far as, does it benefit from being opened up? I guess you get to see it. You know, you get to look at it and see how it pours. It doesn't pour horribly. It holds a little bit more. I mean, the head's pretty well gone now, but like if you watch some of my Genesee videos, man, they went away. Like the Genesee regular beer and the Genesee Ice, they just went away like fast. I was shocked, honestly. This one stuck around a little bit. The Busch one went away, but then after the video, I poured another one and it stuck around. So I'm not sure exactly what happened with that. But I might try to do a less aggressive pour, because some of the craft beers and Euro beers, they hold up fine with an aggressive pour. But maybe with these American lagers, maybe I do need to not pour them so aggressively. Maybe tilt the glass a little bit as I pour them. Maybe that'll help with the head. But you see them, they just completely release their charge, and they head up really well. It just doesn't retain really well. So I don't know. Maybe they're just, like I said, they're just not designed to be poured in a glass. Because, you know, 99% of people that drink Natural Light on a regular basis aren't doing this. Do they sell this on tap? Yeah, I'm sure they do in some places. Like I said in my Busch video, I've seen Busch Light on tap here in Sedalia, which is crazy. That someone would pay $3 a pint for a Busch Light beer. But I'm sure there might be Natural Light in some places. I know some places that have economy beers on tap, they'll do like dollar draws. So you can get $1 beer, draft beer. So I have seen that. That may be the case, especially places that do like beer cocktails, red beers. This would be great for that. This is good for camping. You know, this is not offensive. This is, you know, it does have some character. It's very, very mild. But that's the way it was designed. That's the way it was made. So, ooh, it's got carbonation. So it's got that going for it. Yeah, so if you watch my channel, so you see this video, check out the Wannabe Critic. He's got a few beer reviews on there, and I know he'll be doing more. He's got a nice production quality to his videos. He has more equipment than I have, and that's fine. Because I really enjoy the way he goes about his. He's really fun to watch, and his editing is really cool. Maybe I'll have to collaborate with him sometime soon. He can edit some of my videos, or maybe him and I can do a video together, because he's family to me. You know, I love him dearly. So yeah, Natural Light. What do I think about it? I think it is framed and priced appropriately. That's going to be one of my big deals, is the price. That's what makes it so well for the working class. is how it doesn't cost much. And I think that you are getting what you paid for. And maybe even a little bit more, because the quality is good. It's not like it has any funky smells to it or tastes. It's just super mild, very well rounded, not sweet, not bitter. I mean, it obviously does have hops. You wouldn't notice it. I mean, unless you just sat there and just like gargled it in the back of your throat, you might be able to get that. I'm not going to do that on the video. But anyway, let me know what you guys think of Natural Light. Natural Ice, I will be looking at that. Natty Daddy, maybe even the seltzers. The Natter Days, I'll probably buy a single of that. Fruit flavored stuff's really not my thing. I had a small can that someone handed to me just to try, and I will say it surprised me that I thought it was going to be super sweet, and it's not. So, but I'll get a hold of one of those and do a video on that and everything. But I want to thank you guys for watching this. Remember, check out The Wannabe Critic, and I will see you guys later.